Zambia is a landlocked country in southern Africa. The history of Zambia can be traced back to the 12th century when the Bantu people migrated into the area. The area was later colonized by the British in the late 19th century, and it gained its independence in 1964. Before the arrival of Europeans, Zambia was inhabited by various ethnic groups, including the Bemba, Tonga, Lozi, and Ngoni. These groups had their own distinct cultures, languages, and political systems. The area that is now Zambia was also part of various pre-colonial kingdoms, including the Kingdom of Mutapa and the Kingdom of Lunda. In the late 19th century, European explorers and traders began to enter Zambia. In the 1890s, the British South Africa Company, BSAC, gained control of the area, and it became known as Northern Rhodesia. The BSAC used Zambia for its copper resources and established mining operations in the region. In the 1920s, the British colonial government took over the administration of Northern Rhodesia. During this period, the government focused on developing the country's infrastructure and promoting mining and agriculture. However, the colonial government also imposed discriminatory policies against the African population and restricted their political rights. In the 1950s, nationalist movements began to emerge in Zambia. The main political party was the United National Independence Party, UNIP, led by Kenneth Kaunda. The party demanded independence from Britain and the end of discriminatory policies against Africans. In 1964, Northern Rhodesia gained its independence from Britain and became the Republic of Zambia. Kaunda became the country's first president and ruled the country for 27 years. Under Kaunda's leadership, Zambia pursued a policy of non-alignment and promoted Pan-Africanism. The government also nationalized many industries, including mining and agriculture, and implemented policies aimed at reducing poverty and promoting social welfare. In the 1990s, Zambia began a transition to multi-party democracy. In 1991, Kaunda was defeated in elections by Frederick Chiluba, who ruled the country until 2001. Chiluba implemented economic reforms, including privatization and liberalization, and pursued a policy of closer ties with the West. Since the early 2000s, Zambia has experienced political stability and economic growth. The country has held several democratic elections, and power has peacefully transferred between political parties. Zambia's economy has also diversified, with growth in the tourism and manufacturing sectors. However, the country still faces challenges, including poverty, inequality, and high levels of debt. Here are 10 cool facts about Zambia. Zambia is home to one of the world's largest waterfalls, Victoria Falls. It is located on the border between Zambia and Zimbabwe and is over 1.7 kilometers wide. Zambia has a diverse wildlife population, with over 70 different species of mammals, including elephants, lions, leopards, and hippos. The country has 20 national parks and game reserves, which cover over 30% of the country's total land area. Zambia is the birthplace of the walking safari, a type of safari where visitors explore the wilderness on foot with a trained guide. Zambia is one of the few countries in Africa to have never experienced a coup d'etat or civil war since gaining independence in 1964. The country is home to the Kafue National Park, which is one of the largest national parks in Africa and covers an area larger than Wales. Zambia is one of the world's largest producers of copper, with mining being the country's main economic activity. The national emblem of Zambia features an eagle and a fish eagle, which represents the country's aspirations for freedom and unity. The capital city of Zambia, Lusaka, was named after a village headman called Lusaka who lived in the area in the late 1800s. Zambia is the only country in the world to have the smiling hippopotamus on its coat of arms, which symbolizes the country's friendliness and peaceful nature.